Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Sicilian Corner podcast. Gee, Bill, I'll be honest with you. I'm glad that winter's still 2 weeks away. Holy shit. This stupid wind has been driving me. I thought I lost my door yesterday. I went to get out, and the wind caught that door. I said, wow, holy chiboli. Not good at all.
It's been rough.
Absolutely. But you know something, it's the time of the year. People are in good spirits. I actually had somebody, I was in a supermarket. Somebody actually pulled a carriage out of the, where they're all locked into each other.
Sure.
Actually pulled the carriage out and handed it to me.
Oh, wow.
I said, what the heck is going on over here? This is
That's
unusual. But, good time of the year, a lot going on. And today we're concentrating and all our efforts are going to be put toward the Encore.
That's right.
Boston Encore Casino. That's right. There's a fantastic event that's going to take place. And, between your Facebook page and, of course, we got the president of Encore who's been on with us before, Jenny Holaday. Jenny, how are you?
I'm wonderful. And you're so right, Mike. Let's call it the whitest fall ever.
I like it.
So much snow.
This is, like I said, this is a good time of year. Everybody seems to be in good spirits, and something when it's about helping people that haven't been quite as fortunate. And this event that's going to take place, and we're going to get into it at length, because I'll tell you, the magnitude, the scope, and the amount of people that it serves is absolutely phenomenal. I had the pleasure of working it last year with you, Bill.
You did.
And it is so much fun. They had a disc jockey with that one night that I was there, that this guy just got you hopping. I mean, geez, you were bouncing. Even Jenny was doing, she had the thing going. She had it cooking.
It's a fun time. I mean, it's not just, a great event that's helping people, but we make a real good party out of it at the same time. I mean, how can you not feel good?
It makes it pleasurable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jenny, you're the president, like I said, of the luxurious 33-acre Encore Boston Harbor Casino. And, something, I know we said this before, you're the first woman that's been president of a major casino in Massachusetts. You're not going to be the last, that's for sure. But, something, a lot of responsibility. And you've taken it the bull by the horns. I mean, you came in 21, I believe.
I got here in November of 19, and I got promoted in July of 21.
So we're talking major COVID days.
Major COVID days. Yeah. Right after
I mean, what a christening.
Oh, yeah. Geez. Welcome to Boston.
Yeah, really. Welcome to Boston.
Yeah,
hey, you're getting it down pretty good, for someone that hasn't been here all that long. There's a lot of things happening over at Encore. And, consumer-driven industry, it's difficult. It's a lot of things you have to take into consideration. And, trying to just work your numbers, for the following year, or whatever the case might be. There's so many different factors that must enter into your equations. And you're only as good as what those numbers, especially in your job, because the buck stops with you. And I don't know how you pull it together, but you must have an awful strong support staff.
We have an amazing team. And the scale of our business is huge. It's almost $1 billion in revenue, 3,300 employees, the only 5-star resort outside of Las Vegas. So just those three metrics right there, right? 5-star speaks to the level of service that our fantastic team delivers, the level of quality of the facility to meet those standards. That's a big chunk of the job. Almost $1 billion in revenue. And you referenced that it's definitely a consumer-facing, retail-based business. So the constant marketing, selling, and programming of the facility is a huge part of the job. And of course, those two things drive the result performance. And the expectations are always high. It's been a tough market because the headwinds we faced in the last 2 to 3 years, sports betting, now prediction markets in the online space, and proposed legislation to make mobile gaming on the phone legal, which is bananas, but out there, coupled with the New Hampshire expansion. And then, just the overall rising prices and lack of affordability in the greater Boston area is not something to be ignored. So all of those things make a consumer-facing hospitality business challenging, but you are absolutely right. I'm surrounded by the best team in the business. Not only do they do their jobs well, they're all just an absolute pleasure to work with. I love coming to work every single day. I've never felt that way as consistently as I do here. Every morning I pull up, my heart fills with pride at the place that I'm privileged to help lead. So, yep, super lucky, big job, but tons of fun.
You know something? It's not only people, your direct reports that report to you, but it's the staff in general, whether it be the guys in valet,
Yep.
the people checking you in.
Yeah.
There's a good feeling when you see people laughing and interfacing. And through
It's
the
amazing.
years, I've gotten to know quite a few of them. And I mean, cheapest creepers, I wouldn't walk by without going over and saying hello, or, it's nice. It's always nice to be able to be to associate with someone,
Sure.
and it could be just somebody saying a good morning to you, a guy in valet, how you doing this morning, this, that, and the other thing. And you get to know, you have to me, they seem to be very content. And there's a lot of people that are working that are not happy with what they're doing. They're just there for the paycheck. And some people have been with you since day one.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people.
And, you
Almost
look
after
at
staff.
a lot. You look at Derek downstairs with the luggage. I mean, I remember seeing him the first week Encore opened. We went. I remember the rooms were 777. That's what they went for. $777 that first week or two. I says, boy, oh boy, sevens are running wild here. But,
there were a lot of people you could recognize there, from the rewards
no
desk
question, no
to
question.
valet to room service, et cetera, et cetera. They're all fantastic people to deal with.
Jenny, we were, like I told you, we were at CMARC and we had the Bronzino, and I've had it in Italy, and a lot of places serve it with the tail. I don't know. Are you familiar with it? It's a white fish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's an
you're familiar
Italian
with
fish. Of course I'm familiar with it.
All right. Well, I can't take nothing for granted. Some people don't even eat fish. But anyway,
That's their
some
problem.
places serve it with the head and the tail.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's at CMARC, they fillet it, and they get that skin nice and jeepers creepers. Wow. And
Is that we're going for lunch after this?
if you're buying,
Okay.
I'm going. But it's meals like that. And, we were talking about individuals, and I don't want to start picking up on names, but your general manager at CMARC, Leroy Gordon,
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah.
He likes it to be pronounced Leroy.
Wow.
Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry.
But he's
I'm glad-
lovely.
I'm
Isn't
glad
he- He's a lovely gentleman. How about that spicy crab fried rice? I love that too.
Oh, I've had that before.
Yeah.
And here it is. It's an outstanding. Michael Schlau does a great job anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, having a hamburger named after him that I believe last year came in first in Boston, didn't it?
It did. Yep. Best burger by Boston Magazine, and it is delicious.
And a fish joint.
Fish
I mean,
joint.
it's creepy. I love that. I love that room. When Encore first opened, this was before you came on board. It was called Sinatra's.
Yep.
And I love Sinatra's because I was familiar with it from Vegas.
Yeah.
And something, they utilized that room and made
Did
it
a nice job.
really. And I hated to see Sinatra's go because I enjoyed it. I really did. The short period of time it was open, I must have went about 7 times. Also Buco. I told you the story on the air once before, Jim. When the wait staff brought it over to the table, I don't know how the meat stayed on the bone, because the minute they put it down on the table, the meat, Louis, just shredded right off of it. Just felt like in Q. How could you walk across the dining room without it falling apart? You know what I mean? But that old the little speakeasy they have there, Wives Tale.
Yeah.
You go in there at all?
I've never been in there.
It's nice. They get the seafaring drinks. It honors the sea as well. It should. It's a seafood restaurant, and something. We talk about the ocean. You talk about sailors, and it's a small place. Ginny, what's that hold? About 17, 18 people, if that.
Yeah, actually, I think right around there. And it has a very, it's funny. It's not fancy. It kind of reminds me of like somebody's nice basement space almost, with that thick red shag carpet, but it makes it feel very cozy and intimate. And then they just make all these crazy, delicious handcrafted cocktails. It's a cool little room.
Yeah, it absolutely is. So we got a major event coming up. Would you like to discuss it?
Sure. For all of your listeners out there, we do it twice a year, Feed the Funnel. It's probably the largest meal packing event in the greater Boston area. Between the two events, we did one in July and we'll do our second one next week. We will pack and deliver over 1 million meals to the greater Boston area. And yeah, and I say all the time.
What did we do in July?
We did
591,798.
Oh, look at you. I was going to say we did over 500,000. 591,000.
798. Yeah.
Look at you.
So we're going to make it.
I have to put in my order in advance of what the food is. So I ordered 600,000 meals. So if we run out of food, my goodness, that's almost 1.2 million meals.
That's crazy.
That's incredible. Crazy. Yeah. That is absolutely insane.
What a great cause.
Can you briefly tell our Sicilian Corner listeners what goes on?
And it was, I loved how you were talking about the DJ and you used the word party. We actually call them funnel parties. So we call it Feed the Funnel because it's a team effort. There are 5 or 6 people per team. Everybody has one job. It's the ultimate in that assembly line level productivity. And basically an upside down cone is the funnel that everybody pours all of the food ingredients into, gets handed off, bag sealed, box packed. Boxes get delivered to the table, they get wrapped, palleted, and I'm not kidding when I say the food bank partners that we invite to pick up this food are sitting there with their trucks at the loading dock waiting to take the food out. In these times, yeah, food insecurity is a real deal. But anyway, so while we're all working hard, we have a DJ, we have different drawings. I put out crazy intense targets to hit to keep everybody motivated. And we just work our little butts off while we're singing and dancing and having a ton of fun and doing something great for the community. So always ends up being a really satisfying and fun event.
Wow.
Always proud to work it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
And this has been going on now, Jenny, for what, 5 years? 5, 6 years?
I was here with our first one. So I think we did our first one in 2022, 22, 23, 24, 25. So this will be the 4th year.
So, I mean, this service is like the Boys and Girls Club of Dorchester. You've got the Pine Street Inn. I mean, there's so many different facilities that really
they need it.
They need it. Yeah, I was just going to say, especially where, New England weather can get a little bit chilly. And, there's a lot of people out there that are struggling. The economy and everything else. And to be able to get help like this. And I think each one of those packets serves 6 meals, doesn't it, Jen?
They do. I love to talk about the food myself. Well, because first of all, we all love our food. But each meal feeds 6. And the first year, that seemed like a stretch to me. So I brought home a bag and prepared it. Number one, it's absolutely delicious. You can eat it vegetarian or you can throw in a meat if you want. But it absolutely feeds 6. It's a ton of food. And it has a 1-year shelf life, which is the most important thing. Obviously, there's a lot of demand around the holidays, but if it starts to taper off, all of our food bank partners can keep all of that food on hand and still be delivering it throughout 2026. So it's a great product.
There's another company that partners with Encore, I noticed. What's their name? I
It's
forget.
called the Pack Shack.
Okay.
So they're basically a turnkey. It's a really interesting business model founded by two guys out of college. They knew people liked doing good, but they don't always have the logistical resources to put something like this together. So they take their turnkey model from company to company, state to state, location to location, and offer this service. And they're wonderful partners. But of course, our claim to fame here is the fact that Encore Boston Harbor is the highest producing location they ever take food to. Nobody produces more per person than Encore Boston Harbor. So when Bill talks about how hard we work hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. I mean, each table is probably 7 people on every table. It's set up in the Picasso ballroom.
Yeah.
You probably have maybe 15 or 16, 17 tables, if not more. And it's an assembly line. But they're having so much fun. I mean, they're talking,
it's a
they're
lot of fun.
dancing. I mean, who's measuring the spices? Who's measuring this? And who's doing that?
And it goes by quick. I mean, it's 2-hour sessions, and before you know it, they're done.
Yeah.
You don't realize
well,
it.
and, you know, and think about what Jen just said about there's people picking product up. The minute those boxes are sealed, there's somebody palletizing it, and a pallet is being put on a truck. I mean, that's
incredible.
That's like, wow. Volunteers, a lot of people, employees from Encore naturally help out, but you have companies that volunteer their staff to help out also.
And it's open to the public. Anybody can come join and help. It's a wonderful feel-good event. We encourage them to bring their kids, their families. You know, everybody thinks that the soup kitchen thing is a fun thing to do around the holidays. Well, I don't know how you always do that, but this is real, and it's here, and it's accessible. So we start on Monday at 10 a.m. We'll have a session at 10, 1, and 4:30. And then we'll do 3 on Tuesday at 10:30, 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. And then we'll finish on Wednesday. Wednesday's actually sold out, which just warms my heart because it's, you know, what is it, a week before Christmas Eve, and so many people are already signed up for our last session that it's already sold out. And
Wow.
that's hopefully where we will run out of food and deliver 600,000 meals.
Is that your goal this year, 600,000 for this particular setting?
For just this one. And like I was saying earlier, we have to pre-purchase the food. So that will be the most we have ever done. As Bill quoted, we did 591,000. And that was working hard the whole time. So I think we can hit 6, and that puts us just under 1.2 for the year.
Absolutely, absolutely incredible. Incredible.
And in addition to the work, I mean, we obviously buy the food as well. So it costs us about $500,000 a year just to purchase the food and the Pack Shack services. So in addition to the labor and the delivery and all of that, it's you know, the donation of that as well. So it's just a feel good, worthwhile event.
It is.
No, I hope it lasts forever and a day. Really, that's something. I mean, the numbers are staggering. You sit back and you look, and he says, "You serious? You know, how could you possibly put together that?" And mostly volunteer, labor.
A lot.
I mean, today people, you know, no matter what they do, they get their arm out. They want something for it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So they see people volunteer, and a lot of young. When we were there last year, it was incredible the age. A lot of people in their 30s. I love that. That's cool. I like seeing that. And it's a lot of fun.
Well, they're there to pick you and me up in case we fall off.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, you're a riot. You're a riot.
There's a core group of us. I think there's probably about 200 people who literally go to every single session. I'm one of those people, as is Bill.
I know you will.
And let me tell you, you are so sore by the end of this. So thank God we have those youngsters.
Now, Bill, on your Facebook page, how many people are on the Encore Facebook?
Just around 13,000.
Wow.
Yeah. We've had a lot of people asking about signing up, and I'm sure a lot of them have. And I hope to see them all there.
I think you introduced me to a few of the members last year.
I did.
To have that many people, do you have a mission statement for that Facebook page?
My mission statement is just to provide everybody with as much information as I can about Encore Boston Harbor, what's happening, all the good things, and hopefully just keep bringing other people in.
You're like an ambassador of goodwill, right, Jenny? That's what
he
he
is so invaluable for us. Not only does he promote good things and fun things that are going on, he's also been such a valuable resource for us when things go wrong. And he helps. We can, he's just somebody call Bill, explain what's going on. Bill gets the message out, and it can really help calm or mitigate, some emotion when things don't go well, which, it's a big operation. There are times when things don't go well, and Bill's
can't
so helpful in those
Yeah,
situations.
And that's what I try to do, because in this particular situation, like she's saying, you have a lot of people who have a lot of comments, right? Negative and positive, and you try to address those. And if it's something that can be done, Jenny and her staff usually take care of it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Jenny, I have to take a quick break, and we come back. We're going to get into a couple of other things. One being, you happen to mention about competition in Salem in the New Hampshire area, and Bill and I are from New Hampshire. And, something that you have to factor that into the equation when it goes to working on a budget for next year.
Yeah.
And I wonder, 25 casinos in a
Short
state,
radius.
in a state that's got 1,400,000 people. I mean, to me, it's like they're being cannibalizing each other, to be honest with you. I don't know. I'm not in the business. But you know something? We'll talk to Jenny when we come back.
Sure.
We got a couple of other things we're going to bring up. And you know something? You're on with me till noontime. That work for you?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Yes, sir. Out we go, Lou.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas, with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Orthopedics Northeast and Essex Orthopedics have joined forces as Mobility Bone and Joint Institute to bring improved access and outstanding medical care. While our name has changed, our dedication to exceptional care remains the same as it has for the past 30 years. Same location, 16 Pelham Road, Salem, New Hampshire.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 833-273-5050 or visit GamblingHelplineMA.org to speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7 and services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy.
And Mike Kunstler,
Owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
He is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we are back. We're very fortunate today to have the president of the Encore Boston Harbor Casino, Jenny Holaday, with us. By the way, Jenny, you're the first president of $1 billion company that I've had on the Sicilian Corner podcast. I just want you to know that. The first. All right? Besides you as well, you should be, and well deserved. And of course, we got our sidekick in crime over here. We'd be remiss if we didn't wish you a belated happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
You know, and you're smart. You know, Lou, you know what he does, Lou? He asked his wife to marry him on his birthday so he wouldn't forget.
That was actually my mother's idea, not mine.
It's a good idea.
Was
I'm
it
not
really?
smart. Yeah, it was my mom.
I think that is so freaking cool. I love that. I love that. That's nice. Yeah. That's nice. So, Jenny, we're talking about New Hampshire, and their gaming is a charitable gaming, and I'm really not up to speed too much on that goes on. And Bill, I'm sure you probably know a lot more about it. But to me, 25 separate rooms in a small state population, to me, I say it's getting completely wacky. It's getting to be, they're cannibalizing each other. A lot. And there is a couple of bills now that they want to legalize gambling online. I mean, there's a lot of crazy things going on right now. Right, Jen?
Yeah, New Hampshire is interesting. I'll tell you, from my chair, sometimes it looks like the wild, wild west up there. I mean, there are a lot. I know that it has to be approved locally, but you kind of can't blame the explosion, right? Because every local community would want one because they want the charitable dollars to go to their communities, which is typically why most states create some sort of statewide regulatory framework so that doesn't happen. But you know, New Hampshire.
And Hey,
Ride
hey,
or,
hey, hey.
ride or die. Don't tread on me. I need to
Live
do it
free
my
or
way.
die.
Live free or die.
Yeah, yeah.
Live free and die. No, it's like I said, there's only a certain amount of discretionary dollars that people can use for recreation. And I'm going to say, going to a casino is recreation. At least I consider it to be that way.
Yeah.
One thing that I do try to separate a little bit is you say Encore, you say casino, Encore casino. There's more to it because it's
lot
a
more.
resort,
A lot.
resort. And it's a quick getaway. I live in southern New Hampshire. It's just an easy ride for me. And to be in the surroundings, to feel special. I mean, I was looking the Christmas decorations, and I mean, if that doesn't make you feel good alone, there's something wrong.
Right.
You need a rehaul. There's something that's not right. And everything is I just makes me feel special. And that's what I want. I want to be able to go out and enjoy myself and have a special evening.
Right. You want to feel special. And
I don't go to a
Encore makes you
restaurant
feel that
just
way.
I don't go to a restaurant just to eat. I go to a restaurant for the experience. I do. I've always felt that way. I've always believed that way. That's why in Vegas, my first trip to Vegas, Ginny, was 67. And we stayed at the Dunes Hotel, which sorry to see got imploded, and Steve Wynn brought it, and they built the Bellagio on that property. And I have such vivid memories of that particular property. It was unbelievable, and it's nice. It makes you feel good and think about things. The way things
67.
were.
I would still have my diapers changed in that. Jeez.
Yeah, I was 22 when we took our first. Lucille and I took our first trip, and we seemed to be fixated with the dunes at the time, and yeah, and at that time, Jen, there was only 10 major hotels on the strip. That was it.
Yeah.
And the dunes was there were two hotels. I believe it was the Flamingo and the Dunes that had their own golf course.
It was the Desert Inn and the Dunes.
Desert Inn.
There you go.
Okay, there you go.
Which it's funny you say that because the Desert Inn is where today Wynn Las Vegas stands.
Yeah.
And unlike with the Bellagio, and maybe it was because it was a regret, we kept the golf course. So today Wynn Las Vegas's golf course is still the foundational land from the original Desert Inn golf course. It's the only golf course on the strip.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, Dan.
The other thing that's amazing on that end of the strip, on the northern side, there's actually a Catholic cathedral on Las Vegas Boulevard. I went there for Easter one year, and when I went to the desk, I says, "Can you tell me where the nearest Catholic church is?" He says, "Well, there's a cathedral. You go right here, and it's back." But he says, right on the strip. I couldn't believe it. I thought he was joking with me, and we walked in, and all of a sudden, before mass started, these 3 or 4 men come walking in with tuxedos, and I'm looking, and I said, "Man, these guys really partied hard last night." And all of a sudden, a woman walks in with a full gown, and they all go up to the altar, and it was the band. And this lady sang, and what a beautiful, beautiful voice. And that place was so special. Imagine if you said to somebody, there's a Catholic cathedral on the Las Vegas Strip, they said, "Get out of town." But there is. And I noticed the collection basket, Ginny. It was so funny. Every hotel that was there represented everybody. People, instead of putting dollar bills in, $5 bills, they put chips.
Yeah.
So you have every hotel had a representation in that basket.
With the church every Sunday.
It was incredible. If I didn't see it with my own eyes, I'd say, "This is crazy." It's absolutely crazy. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. But Vegas now, it's having its own problems. I think head count going into the city through the airports is down a little bit this year. And
that's what they say.
The economy isn't exactly the interest rates coming down helps out a lot, Jenny, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes people feel a little bit better. But I just want to get back to the Encore for a second. And I know you know this, but a lot of our listeners don't. The Boston Encore Casino is the single largest taxpayer in all of New England.
Imagine that.
All of New England.
Not surprised.
That's mind-boggling. That's
Yeah.
mind-boggling.
Yeah.
You know, Bill has a question for you.
Yeah, we want to get into the what's going on with the spaces and Encore, the old on deck burger bar and night shift area. And I was kind of hoping you could touch on that a little bit today.
I would love to. So on deck was a burger bar, second floor, right across from Memoir. And it is, which you will see on Sunday, Bill, it is almost done. I think we will be done by, call it 6 p.m. on December 22nd, just in time for the big Christmas to New Year's rush.
Oh, nice.
There will be 93 new slot machines up there.
Okay.
And the reason for that was we are a completely non-smoking casino, which is one of the things that most people love. It smells so good. It doesn't have that typical casino smell. That being said, you know, I think it's 12% of the population still smokes, and it's not exactly easy. Well, we have a smoking patio up there that very few people know about or use. It's the Memoir nightclub youngsters are more aware of it than our typical slot customer. So we thought that converting that space to a little slot area would be very convenient for people who want to pop in and out. So that was the number one reason why we did that. But it also looks fantastic. And, you know, we have our poker and some other slot machines on the other side. So it's also kind of easy and convenient to get up on that second floor. So now we'll have high limit. You walk around to the Memoir. We have to come up with a name for it because I don't want to call it on deck because newer customers will have no idea what we're referring to since the restaurant is gone. So we have to, we're not going to name it, but at least to refer to it, I guess we're probably
As an area, a certain area.
Yeah, probably it's going to be Memoir, right? But anyway, and then you can keep going and you wander over by the poker and slot area. So it's very nice. As far as
how many slots, Jen, are in the casino right approximately now?
Total for the whole casino, a little over 2,700.
Wow. Wow. I noticed on my last trip the little crap machines, you know, the little bubble crap machine.
Yeah.
I see more and more of those starting to pop up. Is that becoming popular more so? And
you know,
it's spreading out a little bit more.
They were we added those during COVID because do you remember the plexiglass days?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the craps version of that was awful. And nobody wanted to play in your little phone booth area on this. It's a very social game. And so it did not translate well at all. So that's when we added them. They've always had a following. So we've never taken them out, but we've never added any either. So they're still left over from COVID.
You know, I believe you made a statement when you were on with us in one of your visits, and you referred to your resort as a small city.
Yeah.
And the more I thought about it, at first it sounded strange to me to hear you say that. But when you take all the different facets of what it takes, whether it be, you know, the people cleaning up, planting flowers, you know, it's
plus we don't see what goes on behind the scenes.
That's it,
right?
That's it. The security. I mean, you're a cash-driven business.
Yeah. So let's have some fun here. Think of what's in a little small town. So you're going to have a general store. Got it. You're going to have a bank. Got it. You're going to have
a big bank.
You're going to have sleeping spaces, bedrooms. Got it. And as you were just alluding to, whether it's accountants, artists, horticulturists, florists, culinarians, like there's just so many different, and I always think of it as a little town because from a career advancement standpoint, there are so many different areas and occupations, if you really love working at Encore, that you can learn from. And that happens. You were talking earlier about our workforce. Half of our workforce are still day one employees. And our turnover rate at the supervisor and above level is 2%.
Oh, wow.
2%. Nobody goes anywhere.
That speaks volumes.
That tells you there's plenty of opportunities there.
Jenny,
So it gives you, yeah, because people can get bored if there's no way to move up. So it's great to have such a wide variety of different things to do.
you have some adult education classes that go on at Encore where people that are in an entry position can better themselves and work themselves up into the industry. Is that well received at Encore?
Yeah, we have a lot. We have a dedicated learning and development program. So back to the city analogy, we have a school. We call it Wynn University. But there are lots of different programs. So at the entry level so first you have a 2-day overview for every single employee that introduces you to Wynn, our culture, our brand, our expectations, our customers, our service standards, our business, all of that stuff. For most people, they've never worked in a casino resort before, and it's a very specialized business. So you get a 2-day overview just around everything that we are. Then if you move up, there's a lot of training that we put you through to teach you how to manage people, how to manage performance, how to be a good leader, a good communicator, all of that good stuff. And then the other thing we do that I'm probably most proud of is we offer English as a second language classes. Our employee base speaks over 55 languages. So we are incredibly diverse. We've always secretly suspected here that we're probably the most diverse employer in the Commonwealth, if not New England. And everybody is available to participate in that. We have beginner, intermediate, and advanced classes. Of course, it's free. We pay for it. And it is always the most touching. We do a huge graduation ceremony. We play pomp and circumstance. Everybody gets a cap and gown. They bring their families. I always end up bawling like a baby. It's really, really cool. It's something to see.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
And you know something, the average person knows nothing at all about what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And it's nice that we can, in this particular format, that we can bring that forth and present it so people can get a better idea of exactly what's happening at Encore.
Like she said, it's like a little city, like miniature Disney World. Same thing, right? All the stuff behind the scenes.
With a big bank.
Yeah.
Don't forget the big bank. Don't forget
With a very big bank.
Don't forget the big bank. Where do you see 2026? What are you looking at on your side of the ledger? Are you looking for a little pullback or?
No, I think that overall, right now, the local economy is very strong. But Mike, you alluded to it in your comments around New Hampshire. You know, any consumer-facing business, discretionary spending is a limited slice
Absolutely.
of pie, as they say. And sports betting has really taken off in this market. Every month, it's a new record. 800 million wagered in September was a new record. And then October was 880 million wagered. They haven't released November statistics yet, but I guarantee you it'll be a new record. And those are big numbers. And
Absolutely.
that, as I love to say, that money was not found in the couch cushions. The other thing that happens with sports betting, just by nature of it, 96% of amount wagered stays on account. So let's say you bet $500 on the Patriots to win and they win, and now you have $750. You don't take that $750 out. You leave it in there for your next bet.
Yep.
So 880 million wagered in October is removed from all other discretionary businesses. So bars, restaurants, sports lounges, all those businesses have definitely felt the hit, including us, of sports betting. So that's a headwind we know we will continue to face. So we have to account for that. And then there's a really interesting thing happening with prediction markets. So are you guys familiar with what that is?
When we come back from the break, could you just
Okay.
allude to that? All right, Louis, why don't you take us out? And we'll be right back, everybody. And we're going to be talking to Jenny and Bill and everybody else who wants to talk. Anyway, we'll be right back, everybody.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Orthopedics Northeast and Essex Orthopedics have joined forces as Mobility Bone and Joint Institute to bring improved access and outstanding medical care. While our name has changed, our dedication to exceptional care remains the same as it has for the past 30 years. Same location, 16 Pelham Road, Salem, New Hampshire.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 800-327-5050 or visit GamblingHelpLineMA.org to speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7 and services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy.
And Mike Kunstler.
Owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
He is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we are back, and with us we have Jenny Holaday. She's the alpha dog at Encore, right? And I mean that in a nice way. The alpha dog. She likes that. Look at that. I thought she was going to get offended. No.
I've never heard that before.
It's the first for both of us.
There you go. The expansion. We talked about this before in different shows. We've had an administration change in Everett. Whereabouts are things looking better or standstill, or it's not when you're going to expand. It's not if you're going to expand. It's when you're going to expand. That's about it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. No movement yet. We're like everybody, we're waiting with bated breath to see what happens with the, I don't know if it's mediation or arbitration that they're in right now with the city of Boston, but we're trying to understand, like everybody else, what the outcome of the stadium approvals are going to be.
Yep.
Because that obviously has a very big impact. If that gets approved, we're probably not going to do anything from an entertainment standpoint because there's going to be a huge entertainment facility right across the street.
Right. Yep.
If that doesn't get approved, it would change the components that we'd want. And then the other thing we are waiting on is to understand what's going to happen up on Beacon Hill with the online casino gambling bills that have been introduced, because
I saw that. That's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
That's not good. Because
Yeah.
a lot of people, it's one thing to go and have a good time. It's another thing when things are easily accessible. You play too much and you hurt not only yourself but your family.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to watch for.
Yeah. The best quote I heard about it, this guy said, they've already made our phones addictive. And now you put an activity that could also fuel that. You put those things together, and that's just
it's dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
You got chosen to be on the Massachusetts advisory board, New England advisory board.
Yeah.
That was, that's a big nut, girl.
I know. How'd you learn about that? Look at you. You got a good researcher over there, Mike.
Yeah, it's called Me, and Me.
Well, you're good. Yes, it's a lot of people don't know this, but there are only 8 Federal Reserve banks in the nation. Boston has one.
I know.
Yeah, and I was invited to serve on an economic advisory council. It's really cool. They bring in different businesses from all over New England. So it's a really interesting mix of us, and they always ask 4 or 5 questions in advance that they want you to prepare for. And so it's really interesting to see what everybody's experiencing. It gives me a really great insight into consumer.
I was going to say that gives you a little bit of, what to expect if the way things seem to be going in that direction. You know what I mean?
I really miss one of our members used to be the CFO for LL Bean, and she was a lovely woman, but also just had such great insight into consumer behavior. I always looked forward to her report as sort of a bellwether for us. So I'm incredibly honored to serve. I feel very lucky to be in that one. Yeah.
You know who's on the president of Hannaford Foods Supermarkets?
Oh, he's on there too?
Yeah, he's on with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice. Good guy. Good guy. We don't have too much time left, unfortunately. We've got about maybe 6-7 minutes. What would you like to say to our listening audience? I mean, why should people think about going to Encore? Forget the casino portion for now. Just forget it.
Yep.
Why? I mean, the resort itself has draw power. It really does. And, I think just a quick escape and getaway like you and your wife.
Yeah.
I mean,
just go out for dinner.
The older you get, you start slowing down a little bit, get a little bit more passive. Not Jenny, but, people like us. You know what I mean?
always say, if I didn't work here, this would be my favorite place to hang out. It is. It's just that the food is great. I think safe, responsible gaming is a wonderful leisure activity for those of us of a certain age who have time and money to spend. So it is just a very fun alternative. But it was interesting when you were giving your restaurant analogy earlier. I understand the draw of what New Hampshire is doing, right? And I don't mean this to sound disparaging, but think of those as like, again, your restaurant analogy, those are fast food options. But then when you want to go out for a nice dinner, that's when you come down to Encore. So I totally understand the convenience factor, the ease and access factor, but I do not think it's even the same product. And so I think we will always have a market.
No, it's not. It's not. And like I said, people, special occasion, you can't beat it. And you got the city of Boston. The city of Boston, to me, is an amazing, amazing city. I've always loved it. I know the city of Boston better than I know where I grew up, to be honest with you, because we spent so much time going in and out of the city between the cultural events, the different feasts that go on in different parts of the city. It just, to me, some people say Boston. City. What, you want to go to Boston? Why do you? To me, I love the tempo. I love the beat. I like the fact that it's only 4 hours away to New York. I like the whole enchilada.
Yeah.
I'm very glad that I was born in New England. I really am. You know.
Have you guys seen the new Ken Burns documentary, The American Revolution?
No.
Oh, you have to watch it. If you are a proud New Englander like me, nothing will make you feel even more proud. And it really is getting me excited for next year's 250th semi-quincentennial celebration, because it all started right here.
That's awesome.
It's really, really a great piece of film work. You should check it out.
Check it out.
No, there's so much history, and unfortunately, the roads leave a little bit to be desired sometimes. And but hey, I like it. It's a melting pot. It's got something for everyone, and the culture aspect of it. You go to the Gardner Museum, which is only a couple of miles away from the Encore. I mean, what a beautiful place to go and just stroll and walk. And I don't know. To me, it's got everything you want right here. And it is a very small city.
Yeah, it's walkable. It is.
Comparatively speaking, and we have a lot of friends in the North End. And like I said, some of the different feasts that go on and to deal with our Italian culture, we've been involved in that quite a bit. And it's nice to see old traditions where you have organizations like 120 years old, 130 years old that are still maintaining that tradition. And the other thing I have to say, UNESCO did a great job Wednesday. They took national Italian food and they made it a national food.
I saw that.
Yeah. The United Nations, they recognized Italian food as the food of the planet. And how can you hate it, right? How can go to Fratelli's, go to Frankfurt?
Your advertising break makes me incredibly hungry every time I do this podcast.
Me too.
Yeah. Jenny, I really appreciate you joining us. And there's a few things I wanted to get into, and I know we don't have the time, but were you basically, or Bill, I'll ask you the same question. 1995, 1996, there were a group of guys from MIT that got involved. So and
I was at Mandalay Bay at the time. It was very, very big deal. Yeah.
Well, something, counting, they made a living out of playing 21.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there was a movie that came out with
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Is counting cards illegal?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, that's what I thought. But these guys took it to. But this facial recognition, they got barred throughout the world. There wasn't a casino they could walk in without getting recognized.
Well, let me be clear. What they were doing was team play.
Yeah,
which is different. Very, very different.
Setting up scenarios. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
playing as a team with a card counter becomes a different situation than just, a Rain Man scenario.
Maybe we can get into AI on our next little chat we have together, because I'm sure that presents a lot of problems going forward, not only for security but for everything else, because they're just getting too smart out there, just getting way too smart. Jenny, thank you. I wish you and the family a wonderful, Merry Christmas. Enjoy. Keep doing what you're doing. You're making the city of Boston's got a magnet, and it's called the Encore. Trust me. And I mean,
I want to thank you guys. You're always so wonderful with your support. And we really appreciate everything that you do to support us. So thank you. And happy holidays.
Yeah, same to you and all the staff there.
Take care of yourself.
Okay.
Hey, everybody, thank you. That's going to complete our show for today. And Bill, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And
thank you for having me.
Rumor has it you're taking me out to eat today.
That's it.
I don't know how true that is. But anyway. Next week, comedian Joey Voices is going to be sitting right alongside of us over here.
Oh,
So
there you go.
I don't know who I'll be interviewing, because the guy has about 20 different voices that he does. Louis, take care. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. And we hope to see you next week. Keep smiling, beautiful.
Thank you. Bye, gentlemen.
See you in a day or two.
Yes.